Hi, this is Caesar calling from Tesla. We have a city inspection today at around 8 a.m. I actually need to head to your home now to get everything set up for the city inspection. It should be in the area within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you.
The inspector actually didn't show up on that day, but eventually, a few weeks later, we did get the inspection approved. And with a little bit of back and forth, we also got the utility company to finally commission the system. And it's been up and running since December 23rd. Now in this video, I want to share with you the first few days of data that came in and how the system is holding up. All of this in this video. So the first day was full rain, which obviously sucked. The good news is it actually cleaned the tiles. And I spoke to one of the Tesla reps and he said the best way to clean the tiles is actually just with water. Don't use any chemicals. Alright, as you can see right now, it is charging. This is the second day that the system is online. And I played with all the different functions. The solar is up. It's about 9:49 in the morning. This is our first day of sunshine in winter, and it's creating 1.3 kilowatts. So I anticipate that's going to go up throughout the day, and I don't know how high it's going to get. We're going to take a look at the sun in a second. During the winter, the sun is lower, obviously. It's not hitting the solar tiles in the optimized way, but it's using that energy right now to charge the battery. Once it's done charging the battery, then it should start self-powering our home. Oh, look, it just went up to 2 kilowatts, 2.1. We're off-grid, you just saw that. We are now completely self-powered. It's still feeding a little bit to the battery, but the rest goes into the home. So I anticipate it's going to keep charging the battery up to 100%. Once it's done doing that, it's going to switch over and feed into the grid, whatever is additional charging. Again, this is a winter morning, not even 10 a.m. and we can fully power our home plus feed our battery. That's awesome. Let's take a look at the sun outside. So, sun is way in the east. It's behind those trees. It's gonna come all the way up here. This is the south. And I can't wait to see what the performance of the system is at that point. And then once we're in the summer, then it actually goes almost perpendicular to the house. And while we're here, I think it's time to get rid of this. So let's take a quick look and see how the electricity actually flows in this system. In the event that we have sun and the solar panels are producing electricity, it goes from the roof to this junction box. And then there are actually 3 different circuits on the roof, and each one of these has a DC disconnect. 1, 2, 3. From there, they go to the inverter, and the DC energy is converted into AC right here. From there, this AC current is now fed all the way to the other side where it goes to an AC disconnect and a submeter. This meter measures how much energy I'm producing in total with the solar tiles. From there, it then goes to the sub panel and starts using the electricity for the house. And if there's anything left over, the gateway 2, that is that white box on top, then decides whether it goes into the batteries or the grid. Let's say we still need to charge batteries, so it goes from the gateway all the way back to additional AC disconnects, and then it's going into the battery. Let's say the battery is charged and we have no sun and we now want to run off grid. Then the energy goes back all the way to the sub panel to support the house. And let's say we're out of battery, the main panel from the grid will also feed additional electricity to the sub panel. So in this box now we have all the fuses for all the different circuits in the house. Now when we look at the app, we can actually see what's going on. So now it went to 3.1 at 11:22 a.m. Still charging the power wall to 100%, and then it's going to start feeding into the grid eventually. So right now, 58% of the energy that we needed today has been provided through solar. So that's since midnight, as it was not producing any solar. And then it started producing solar at around 8 a.m. this morning. And 58% has been offset. This is solar production starting at 8 a.m. It powered up, we're up to 3.1 just now. Most of that stuff is fed into the battery. So let's see about the grid. We've been using the grid all night long in the morning, and then at some point the solar took over, and this is what the house has been using so far. This is what we've been using overnight in terms of minimum electricity, and then in the morning, as people start waking up and start going to the bathroom, taking showers, hair drying, making their coffee, microwave, the energy consumption went up, but it was all covered through our solar generation here. So this is what's happening right now with the grid. We're completely off grid and have been since, I don't know, since 10 a.m. Let's see how long we can go. From grid so far for today, we've drawn 6.9 kilowatt hours on average. On a normal day when I'm not charging the car, I'm pulling about 20. So if we look, yesterday I had 20.8. There was briefly some solar action going on, but it was a cloudy day and it was rainy. This is when we turned the system on. This is a normal day. The system wasn't on yet, and we pulled 17.9 kilowatt hours on Tuesday for the entire day. On Monday we pulled 20.8, Sunday we pulled 23.7, 22.1, whoops, 41.6. This is where I actually charged my car the last time, and then it immediately doubles my energy consumption. And then we're back to 20. So 20 per day, that's 140 kilowatts per week, plus an additional 40 for 2 cars. That's 160 kilowatt hours that we need to produce within a week to be completely energy neutral. System right now is a little too small to do that, but we're not done yet. We're going to upgrade the system as soon as we go up in the garage. This is the garage and my office is in the back. It's basically just going to have one slope facing to the south. It's all going to be active tiles, so it's going to at least double our system size. Right now we have a 7.8 system, so we're gonna go up to 15. I'll check back once we're at 1 p.m. With the passing of the latest stimulus bill, they actually extended the tax rebate. So if you end up buying a system in the next 2 years, 26% of that is a straight tax credit rebate on the solar portion as well as the battery. If you're interested in getting yourself a solar roof, feel free to use my referral code because it will give you $100 off your system. Or if you're thinking about getting a Tesla car, it will also get you 1,000 free supercharging miles. Plus, I think we both are eligible for a drawing of a Roadster, a Model Y, and some Powerwalls. Alright, so the battery is full now. We're done charging the Powerwall. Whatever is left over is going into the grid. Nice. We're producing energy and we're feeding it back into the grid. And all this is happening while our consumption is going up. So if we're looking back at today so far, we've used up 10.2 kilowatt hours for the home, and 8.9 of that was compensated or offset with solar production. Alright, it's the end of the day. It is 4 p.m. In the next 20 minutes or so it's going to be dark. Let's take a look at where we're at with the data for the first real day. So right now it is running off the battery as it's supposed to do. Let's first look at how our house is doing. So this is all the consumption we've had throughout the day. 14.4 kilowatt hours so far. So we're going to hit our 20 again. Let's see how much solar we produced. 14.6. Now, part of that went into the battery and it's going to be used up now. Let's take a look at how the grid was utilized today. All right, so that was day one, winter day. Looked pretty good. Looks like it's just gonna go even pretty much. It's gonna 80% to 100% be able to sustain the energy needs that we have. In the summer, when the system is really cranking up, then we're gonna be able to just put a ton of energy into the grid. Stay tuned as I keep updating you on how the system is performing, and also if it's necessary to clean the solar roof. Thanks so much for watching, and keep things sunny.